posh sporting events. We've all heard of them, whether it's the Henley Regatta or a Chelsea versus Fulham match.
The most exciting thing for me during the afternoon was the chicken and mayonnaise sandwich, Jeff.
But the granddaddy of them all
This was the no-brainer. This was the banker.
has to be the one with the rackets, the Wimbledon Tennis Championships. But have you ever thought about how the tournament came about and how its venues grew to what they are today? Well, you're in luck, so get the pims at the ready and whatever stuff they eat there. Quail eggs perhaps.
This is a first for me, a grilled Caesar salad.
As we tell you the history of Wimbledon, the tennis tournament, not the football club. We have to go back in time to the late 1860s and at the height of the croquet craze. No, not the breaded cheese one, but the one where you hit balls through hoops, which was spreading through England quicker than a Boris Johnson excuse.
This whole thing is total rhubarb.
The game was so popular that someone thought it would be a great idea to found the All England Croquet Club in 1868, located just off the Warple Road in the town of Wimbledon, near London. As you can probably guess, croquet is best played on a lawn, and with that, another sport was to pick up traction. Except instead of hitting balls through hoops, they would be hitting them at each other with a net in the way, which went by the name of lawn tennis. Such the popular sport it was that the club would change its name to the All England Croquet and Lawn Tennis Club in 1877, and in the same year the first tennis tournament was played at Wimbledon, which was won by a chap called Spencer Gore, who after winning the tournament would say, "Lawn tennis will never rank among our great games." Unfortunately, Spencer would turn out to be wrong, and it would be out with croquet and in with tennis at the club.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
With the annual tournament growing in popularity over the years so much that the club had to move from its existing site next to Warple Road to a new site along Church Road opposite Wimbledon Park in 1922. Alongside the move to new grounds, a centre court venue was constructed which still stands to this day, and in 1924 a new court creatively named Court Number 1 would be built, being attached to the west side of Centre Court. To help fund its new site, the club would issue what are known as debentures. Each of these were £50 a pop and entitled folk to purchase centre court seats during the tournament for a set time period, as well as potentially earning a bit of interest. This scheme proved immensely popular, helping the club raise £75,000 and is still around today with a 5-year debenture setting you back a cool £80,000.
Hey fellas, look what I found in my pocket. Look, a year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons. See that?
The club wasn't spared the horrors of World War II, with the site being bombed in 1940, which saw significant damage to the centre court, which wasn't fully repaired until 1949. As the tournament was getting ever more popular, there was a desire for the club to expand the site. This saw the purchase of 4.5 hectares of land to the north of the centre court, but instead of being developed on straight away, it was leased out to London New Zealand Rugby Club, which was to be known as Orangi Park. This arrangement would go on till 1981, when the rugby club were booted out, but its legacy still remains, with Orangi Terrace, or better known for that specialist in semis.
To be honest, I actually get offended when people throw quotes like that at me as if I'm supposed to be honoured by it. It's like praising the postman for delivering your letters. He's supposed to, isn't he? That's his job.
Henman Hill. In 1993, the club drew up plans to bring the complex up a notch, which included the construction of a new Court 1, which could host 11,000 spectators, opening in 1997. Once that was completed, it was on to building the new Court Number 2, which opened in 2009, and finally, after over 100 years of waiting, a roof was put on centre court to ensure matches could still continue despite the good old British weather. So what is the centre court roof all about? It's a retractable roof which is divided into 9 separate bays on opposite sides of the stadium, 4 on one side and 5 on the other. The bays are supported by 10 steel trusses 77 metres in length, which are on a set of wheels which move along a track. When the rain comes, hydraulic jacks move the trusses apart, which allows for PTFE fabric to stretch out over the court until both sections meet in the middle. voila, you've got yourself a fully covered stadium. The use of the roof on centre court proved to be such a hit, so in 2019, the club decided to fit another one above Court 1. So what does the future hold next for Wimbledon? It was revealed in 2018 that the club had secured land from the golf club across the road in Wimbledon Park for £65 million, with the intention of building even more courts to host the qualifying tournaments for Wimbledon, allowing for that up-and-coming Serbian tennis star Jovac Njokovic the chance to qualify for the tournament within the club's own grounds.
Any ID?
Yeah.
Brett Clement.
Yep.
You know this is an Australian driving licence?
Yep.
So you're Australian?
That's right, mate.
So when's your birthday?
15th of bloody May 1989.